Was this $190,000 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card a good deal? What amazes me about eBay is that there's so much going on in the trading cards on there. A recent study said there's 120 trading cards listed every minute and 90 sold every minute, accounting to up to $1 billion in sales of trading cards in a year. And at the peak of the pandemic, this number was up to $4 billion in 1 year. So it may not surprise you then to look at the past 90-day sales of trading cards to see some monster sales, and I'm going to talk about some today. So first you can see this $1 million lot of Pokemon Charizard cards. I don't know much about Pokemon. There's 10 cards in there. Seems a little expensive to me. $200,000 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, which is really the holy grail of baseball cards, in a PSA 6 grade. Then there's the 1911 Tobacco Ty Cobb card here for $190,000. And then this $190,000 Jordan card, which I'm going to focus in on for this conversation. So for $190,000 for a card, you really want to look at the condition and the quality in detail. Now it's a PSA 10, so it's as good as it gets. But even from my vision here, I can see that the left is a little bit wider than the right, so the left to right centering is not dead on. But overall, it's a very, very good looking card. And while I'm more into baseball cards than basketball, to me, this Jordan rookie card is the number one basketball card of all time. This to me would be the holy grail of basketball cards. This is what I would want a high-end, high-grade card in my collection to represent the basketball sport. There are 332 PSA 10s in existence, and this $190,000 price tag is about 80% cheaper than the July 17th, 2021 high of $840,000 when the same similar card, when the same graded PSA 10 was sold on PWCC, or what is now Fanatics Collect. And of course, some of that was due to the spike in demands during the pandemic. So when you look at the history of the sales of PSA 10 Jordans, you can see the huge spike, and then it's kind of settled down for the last couple of years, right around this $200,000 mark. So this price seems in line. I don't think it was a great deal, but I don't think anyone overpaid for this card. It's about market value price. But there's two reasons that this deal to me is a head scratcher. One is recently an SGC 10 sold for about 2/3 less than this card, so for only $67,000. And I know SGC is a very reputable company. They have really high grading standards. I'm sure this card is in just as great a condition as that PSA 10, but it's much, much cheaper. In fact, when you put them side to side, I would say that the SGC card is a little bit better left to right centering. I still don't think it's 50-50. I measured the PSA 10 card at 53-43% left right, so it's definitely off center, but still within the range for a PSA 10. And I think this SGC 10 is just a slight better, but still a little bit off left to right center. The other thing I want to say, and this may be an unpopular opinion, is I actually really prefer the look of SGC graded cards. I like how they fill in the area around the card with a black matting so that they always look really good. When you hold them up, the PSAs are clear on the sides. I don't think it looks as good. The label design and the red color really looks more cheap to me than SGC. I think it's a really much more premium look, and I think the SGC kind of plain black-white color design makes the card stand out and pop, versus the PSA takes some attention away in the holder. The other thing I find interesting is that unlike baseball cards where the 1952 Mantle is kind of a clear runaway holy grail card, the basketball card market appears to be going much more for these more recent, newer one-of-one cards. And so you can see here we've got Steph Curry's Logo Men one-of-one rookie card with his autograph, which got almost $6 million. You've got a LeBron James Logo Men signature for $4.3 million, and another LeBron James rookie patch auto, numbered out of 23, going for $3.8 million. And you can go down the list. We've got this one-of-one Giannis rookie card, Logo Man auto, going way back to George Mikan, basketball card, and then Lou Alcindor's rookie card, also known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for almost $2 million. And still not in the top 10 is the 86 Fleer Jordan. So you can see we got Luka, we've got a Jordan Metal Universe rookie card in green in 1997, numbered out of 10. And then we've got the Giannis card again here for about $1 million. And that's still not to mention that there are 6 BGS 10s out there, which, if you're familiar with, BGS is more strict on their grading, specifically for centering. And so I have no doubt that these cards would look a little bit better, especially in centering, than the PSA 10 that was purchased here. So on a more positive note, I actually looked at sales of the 1986 Fleer Jordan rookie card graded PSA 9. You can see they range from about $18, $19, even as high as $20,000 here. But I want to specifically look at these two where they were listed for $18,000 and they accepted a better offer. Now, I happen to know that the offers that were accepted for both of those cards was for $15,500. And I want to take a look at that. So here you can see $190,000 PSA 10 on the left and this $15,500 PSA 9 on the right. While neither are perfectly centered left to right, I think the eye appeal of both cards is about equal. If you zoom in real close, you can see that the top left corner of the PSA 9 has a slight ding on it, making it not a PSA 10. But overall, a great looking card. And if you're buying a card for $15,500 that other people are paying $18,000, $19,000, or $20,000 for, I think you've done a better job of getting a deal on some of the best basketball cards out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you loved any of our content, please share our video with someone else who would enjoy it.